pointers, the 8th time this year she's made at least 5 threes in a game for her Lady Cats, who lead it by 18 as we head to the 4th quarter here on 92.3 WFKN.
If you see one of our sponsors, we thank them for sponsoring.
We can do a minute. 51-33, Franklin Simpson leading as we get the final quarter underway from Greenwood High School. Foul called on the Lady Cats defending to start the corner. They get it quickly on Harley Kraft, and that's her third. Chloe Smith with 3 as well, both in the game for Franklin Simpson, with Tiff Harrigan, Allie Pennington, and Kinsey Taylor. Allie leading all scorers with 22 points. Harrigan in double figures with 12. Right side off the inbound. Three-pointer is missed by Tandy. It's pulled back down by Morrison, who's been great on the boards tonight for Greenwood. Smith all over her defensively. It's dropped off down low, but before Spidell could make the wide-open layup, a timeout was called by Coach Terrence Williams. It bails Franklin Simpson out, as just when he called it, Spidell had sprung open and Morrison hit her. But instead, it'll remain 51-33 with 7:36 left to go in this ball game. Molly Spidell, all of a sudden with 11 points to lead the way for Greenwood, had 9 of the 11 in that third quarter, and most of them within the final 3 minutes of that third quarter. The Lady Gators could not get anything going offensively until Spidell had that spurt late, including just their third made three-pointer of the game. Just 7 points for Ansley Hendricks, and 4 of those 7 came in the last minute and 10 seconds of the third quarter, averaging nearly 15 points per game. She's only been in single digits 2 times this season, and 5 seconds are going to be called out of the timeout on the baseline inbound as Hendricks couldn't get it into anybody. The Lady Cat defense has been exceptional tonight. Harrigan will bring it across half court for Franklin Simpson. Has it on the left wing, being guarded out there by Molly Tandy. Wraps to the top of the key, now leaves it off for Kinsey Taylor. Goes left side back to Harrigan. Wraps, pulls up, left elbow, jumper. It's perfect. Boy, she is good from those elbows. Harrigan now with 14 points following her 25-point debut. Picks off a pass on the right side. Harrigan, Euro, fires it up off the glass and banks it in from 8 feet. Back-to-back baskets for Tiff Harrigan. Give her 16 now. It's 55-33 Franklin Simpson. Minute gone in this fourth quarter. Left side, Tandy drives through. Flips one up with the left hand. Is fouled after she got around Pennington. They get the foul on Chloe Smith, who came with the help, and that's her 4th. 2 free throws on the way for Tandy. 4 points so far tonight. She's 1 for 2 at the line. Greenwood now 8 for 13. They made all 4 of their free throws in the third quarter. That one rattles in for Tandy. As Rigsby and Carmen Phillips come in, Pennington and Chloe Smith check out with 6:52 left in this opening, or in this final quarter. Second free throw good as well. Rigsby leaves it off for Harley Kraft, and for Franklin Simpson, she scores on the left elbow. Now 4 points for her. It's 57-35. Ball knocked away as Greenwood came the other way. Possession just firing back and forth quickly. Jumper misses from the right side. Morrison with an offensive rebound. Her bank shot no good. Rigsby fighting for the rebound for Franklin Simpson. Ball on the floor. Jump ball called, and the arrow will send it back to the Lady Cats. 57-35. They lead it with 6:24 left to go. Harrigan gets the inbound. Now fires it up across to Rigsby. Holds it on the right wing. Checks her options. Leaves it for a cutting Harrigan. Nice touch pass to Phillips. And Carmen gets her first bucket of the night. 8 points in less than 2 minutes to start the final quarter for the Lady Cats, who lead at 59-35. Jumper on the way, misses for Greenwood, rebounded by Phillips, and here come the Lady Cats. Harrigan fires it up to Harley Crafton, pulls from 16 feet on the right side, and Harley knocks down another jumper. 4 points in the quarter, 6 points for the night for Harley Crafton, a new career high for the 5'4" freshman. Timeout called from Greenwood. Will take one as well with 5:52 left to go. The Lady Cats lead at 67-35 here on 92.3 WFKN. We can do a minute again, I think. 5:49 left to go as we get back underway. Greenwood just took a full timeout. They trail Franklin Simpson 67-35. Lady Gators have the first possession coming out of the timeout, and Tiff Harrigan picks up a foul, bumping Ansley Hendricks on the drive. Foul's starting to add up now for the Lady Cats. With the lead, it's not going to matter too much. Excuse me, 61-35 the score. That glare on the scoreboard made it look like a 7. With 5:40 left to go now, as Greenwood will try to set up the offense again with Hendricks up top, guarded by Harrigan. Holds it at the top of the key, now sends it over on the left side. Ball wraps back up top. This time it's Spidell that comes to get it. Top of the key, Wilcutt drives in from the free throw line. Asia Cosby cuts her off for Franklin Simpson. Blocks the shot as well, and Mila Rigsby with a rebound. Off to Tiff Harrigan. Harrigan driving right side, stops and pops from 8, pushed it long, and it's rebounded by Greenwood. It's Camber Morgan making her 11th appearance of the season that gets the board, the 5'3" junior, with 16 points on the season. Hendricks goes behind a screen, fires over Harrigan, missed the three-pointer short, but it goes all the way out on the right wing to Spidell. She throws one up from the right baseline. It's long. Morgan trying to chase it down for Greenwood, but it goes out of bounds far sideline. Back to Franklin Simpson with 4:55 left to go. 22 points from Allie Pennington. We'll see if that remains the case if her night is done for the Lady Cats. Nope, she's going to come in at least one more time. As Taylor gives it over on the right side to Crafton, Pennington, Myler, and Madeline Dean will all check in at the next dead ball. Harrigan has it up top for the Lady Cats. Denies a screen from Cosby. Gets inside. 3 defenders come her way. Leaves it for Cosby now outside Rigsby to Taylor left wing. Into the corner. Firing and hitting is Harrigan. Triple for Tiff Harrigan. She's got 7 points in the fourth, 19 for the game. And Franklin Simpson leads at 64-35 with 4:15 left to go. Hendricks fires it down low. Cosby defending against Wilcutt. Wild jumper good by Wilcutt, spinning back to her left. First basket for Emery Wilcutt, averaging a point per game on the season. Now 64-37. Harrigan brings it across, leaves it to Taylor on the left wing, goes elbow to Cosby. Rigsby gets it on the left wing. Steps inside the three-point line, now sends it over to Crafton. Fakes, drives all the way to the rim, absorbs the contact, no call, missed the layup. Cosby's putback, though, is good. First basket for Asia Cosby. Now with 12 points and 10 appearances on the season. 66-37 FS, 3:35 to go. 71 the season high for the Lady Cats. Right block, another try from Wilcutt, this time fouled by Cosby. And Emery Wilcutt will have 2 free throws. 2 for 8 on the season after missing 2 earlier.
To the line for 2, number 22, Emery Wilcutt.
Third foul on Cosby. Lady Gators in the bonus for the final 3:31 of this ball game.
In the game for Franklin.
First free throw falls for Wilcutt. She's got 3 of their 5 so far in the fourth quarter. As Cosby, Crafton, and Harrigan all check out. Pennington, Dean, and Myler in alongside Rigsby and Taylor. Second free throw good as well at 66-39 FS, 3.5 minutes left to go. Taylor tries to leave it for Dean, but threw it over her head. And then Rigsby commits a foul from behind, trying to get it back. And that will be free throws for Greenwood as everybody walks all the way to the other end of the floor with 3:24 left to go.
To the line for 2, number 12, Molly Spidell.
It'll be Molly Spidell that takes the 2, looking to add to her team-high 11, averaging 13.8 per game on the season. Rattles home the first of these 2. Was Greenwood's best player against Franklin Simpson last year, had 10 points on just 5 shots. Second free throw good. She's now got 13, but it's Franklin Simpson in control. 66-41, 3:20 left to go. Pennington walks into a double team, now fires it across to Myla Rigsby on the right wing. Rigsby lost control, got it back, fires from the right elbow, pushed it long. Taylor with an offensive rebound. She's in trouble and has it knocked away and stolen. Lily Paget, the sophomore in for the first time for Greenwood, comes away with it. Pennington all over her. Now it goes on the right wing. Pass goes into the corner to Spidell. Down low once again, it's Wilcutt, this time working on Myler, and she travels as Myler just backed up and let her take steps. Now with 2:59 left to go, Chloe Smith will check in for the Lady Cats as Dean comes out. See if Chloe can get another point and get into double figures. She's been in double figures in every Franklin Simpson win so far this season. Right now just 9 points. Has it at the top of the key. Nearly had it knocked away. Now leaves it out for Pennington. Pennington dribbles out to the right corner. Signals for an isolation. Double team comes. Now sends it over to Taylor. One more to Rigsby. Wide open left corner 3. Milo Rigsby drains it. First bucket for Myla. She's hit 3s in back-to-back games. 69-41 FS with 2:30 left to go. Left side, Paget now gives it over to Spidell. Ball goes into the corner, off the dribble. Lily Clark gets inside, tries to leave it on the baseline, but it's stolen away by Pennington. 2:20 left now. Pennington tries to spin away, being defended well by Clark in the backcourt, but finally breaks 3 to get across half court. Pennington fakes the free throw line, looking for an option, then fouled as Clark reached in. That's her first. For the senior Clark, one of just 2 on this Greenwood roster alongside Ava Morrison. Pennington will inbound from the baseline. Throws it in up top to Rigsby. Now Myler sets the screen for Pennington to come and get it. Top of the key, catches, fires, hits! 25 for Pennington. She's hit 6 from outside. 72-41, the Lady Cats have a new season high. Smith bats a pass. It goes outside to Paget. Now sends it into the right corner. 3-pointer fired up and swished home. It's Molly Spidell again. 72-44. Spidell with 16 points as the Lady Cats empty the bench. Smith, Taylor, Rigsby, Myler, Pennington all come out. Cosby, Dean, Harley, Crafton, who have seen minutes tonight, check in. Zaya Bailey and Kylie Scott getting their first minutes of the night. Kylie making her 5th appearance, yet to score this year. Zaya making her 4th appearance. She scored 2 points against Union County. 1:48 left to go. Let's see if any can add to their totals. Here comes Zaya across half court. The 5'8" sophomore gets all the way to the left block and scores. She brought it across half court herself and dropped it in on the left block. How about that from Zaya Bailey? 74-44. Franklin Simpson leads. Right side, Greenwood 3-pointer. Gets the bounce off the front of the rim. As Mallory James, the 8th grader, gets her first field goal as a Lady Gator. 74-47. Dean trying to get it to Cosby. Threw it over her head. Bit of a miscommunication. And it goes out of bounds far side. And the Lady Cats will bring in some more reserves as Cosby and Dean check out. Cadence Henson and Kaylee Garrett now both out there for the Lady Cats. Henson making her 5th appearance as well as Garrett. 55 seconds left to go. Right side, James leaves it on the left block. Layup goes all the way around and out for Briley Cannon, and here come the Lady Cats the other way. Harley Crafton leading it. Crafton, stuck on the left wing, leaves it off in the corner for Kylie Scott. Back to Crafton. Harley drives in, wraps, goes all the way to the right block, scoop layup misses, and it's cleared away by Greenwood with 35 seconds left to go. Lady Cats lead at 74-47. Riley Cannon holds deep left wing, leads it off left corner, three-pointer on the way, all the way around and out for Holder. The 8th grader making her 8th appearance for Greenwood. Now 20 seconds left as Crafton is fouled. Greenwood was headed the other way in transition, but a foul comes from the far side with 17 seconds left to go. Bailey will inbound from the far side. Goes to Crafton. Zaya gets it back on the right wing. Goes all the way to the rack. Tries to leave it off at the last second, but it's deflected and stolen away. 7 seconds left. Ball goes on the left side. One more shot on the way for Lillian Holder. That one misses long, and that will bring this game to a close. 2 games with Tiff Harrigan for Franklin Simpson. The first one, they tie their season high with 71 points against Russellville. The second, they set a new season high with 74 here tonight against the Lady Gators of Greenwood. 74-47, your final score, as Harrigan finishes with 19 for the Lady Cats, but 25 come from the hands of Allie Pennington with 6 three-pointers to get back on her usual role, averaging 22 points per game on the season. The Lady Cats move to 12-5 overall, now 6-4 against Region 4 teams this year. Greenwood falls to 8-9 under third-year head coach Terrence Williams, who has yet to beat the Lady Cats, now 0-3 in his career with losses of 24 points in 2025, 25 points in 2025, just off that mark tonight. 27-point win for the Lady Cats here in 2026. Again, your final score, Lady Cats take it 74-47. All the stats as we get our first post-game show of the night underway right after this on 92.3 WFKN. All right, we'll do 3 minutes here. Back with you here at Greenwood High School as we open up our first post-game show of the night. Lady Cats win it in the opening game, 74-47. Franklin Simpson taking care of business as they move to 12-5 on the season. On the girls' side, Greenwood falling to 8-9 on the year. Once again, if you were watching us along on Franklin Simpson Channel 9, that stream has had some difficulties. There have been some complications going on. Aaron Talley, who is usually on site for these games alongside the student staff, having to take care of the streaming of the big meeting that's going on tonight at the Performing Arts Center at the high school about the data centers and everything going on with that. I said it earlier. I'll say it again. Those are all the words I'm going to speak on it because we've all heard enough words when it comes to that issue. But I say that just to mention here on the radio side, everything has been smooth, good to go. We're hoping that's the case, knock on wood, rest of the night. So appreciate you joining us here on 92.3 FM, 92.3 WFKN.com, or on the WFKN app. If you hear from anyone that the streams are having issues, most certainly tell them that we are good to go here on the radio side. Taking a look at the numbers from this one. First for Franklin Simpson, 25 points from Allie Pennington. The Lady Cats have her scoring at least 20 points for the 9th time overall on the season. This Franklin Simpson team has been virtually unbeatable when she's hit that mark. The only issue has been that one explosion that she had in the game against Allen County Scottsville, conveniently enough being her career high, where she had those 39 points in that game against the Lady Patriots with 9 3-pointers. Felt like she was in a little bit of that zone tonight. Really only had one cold quarter in this ball game. Getting the starters from the boys matchup. We've had a great guy here at Greenwood that's been feeding me everything well ahead of time for both games, which has been fantastic. But Pennington had that 39-point explosion against Allen County Scottsville, and that's really the only time that we've seen her put up the points that she's had, that Franklin Simpson has been vulnerable. But tonight, as I mentioned, in that zone again, not quite the 9 3-pointers or the 39 points that we saw in that game, but 6 3-pointers made. That's the 8th time this season that she's made at least 5 threes. Finishes with 25 after scoring a season-low 13 points a couple of Saturdays ago against Metcalfe County. Following that with just 14 points in what was still a win against Russellville. The Lady Cats get that vintage Allie Pennington back here tonight. 19 points from Tiffany Harrigan. We can't quite say vintage because she's been here for 2 games, but it already feels like vintage after scoring 25 points for her debut for Franklin Simpson in that win against Russellville on Friday. She only had 2 points in the opening quarter, so if you go back her 2 games, she scored 2 total points in the first quarter. She reeled off 25 in the last 3 quarters against Russellville, 17 in the last 3 quarters here tonight. Balanced scoring effort the rest of the way for Franklin Simpson. 9 points in this game from Chloe Smith. This is the first game all year the Lady Cats have won when Chloe has not been in double figures. Now 1-3 on the season when she scores less than 10. 5 points from Mackenzie Taylor. 2 points from Carmen Phillips rounds out the scoring from the starting 5. As we start the bench scoring, a career-high 6 points from Harley Crafton in this game. 3 points from Nyla Rigsby, back-to-back games that she's made 3-pointers. 2 points apiece for Asia Cosby. Zaya Bailey in this one for the Lady Cats. And 1 point for Reese Myler rounds out the scoring for Franklin Simpson. About to be joined by Lady Cat head coach Ashley Taylor, who has started by putting her headset on backwards. Now she's trying to bring the microphone around the wrong way. Coach, that's what happens when you have to make the trek up to where I am. I haven't mentioned it yet. We're like,
I got you in like a little bird's nest.
There's 12 rows up. There's also a little dip. I felt so bad. There's already been at least one person fall down this dip because there's a spot that just does not have the extra step there. But your Lady Cats take care of business. This was a weird game early on. The music is also very loud, so I'll huddle close to you if I need to. But this was a game, I mentioned this earlier. I was actually talking to your husband outside before the game, and I was like, for whatever reason it is, Greenwood, man, they come out and they'll play us tough. Every single year under you, we've seen that be the case, and that separation happens as the game goes on. What was the difference tonight that allowed you guys to settle in as this game went on? In that second half, the offense finally found it while the defense just continued to lock things down.
Yeah, you know, Terrence does a great job here. He's done the last couple of years that he's been here. He does a great job with his team. They always play hard, and they really shoot the ball well.
Yeah.
And so that was one of our key scouts is we can't let them have all the threes. We want tough twos and things like that. As far as defensively wise in the first half, I didn't like how we were guarding the post, and we took that as a scout.
Yeah.
We changed kind of what we wanted Chloe to do. We thought we kind of got her one that would have done differently if we scouted it a little differently. So we kind of changed that. But offensively, man, with the so many different weapons that we have, when they get to gelling, and I thought at times we really had it clicking tonight.
Yeah.
I thought there was only a 3-minute stretch there at the end of the third. We got a little wild. We got a little whatever. So I talked to my two, junior, senior guard that have a lot of minutes, and I was like, hey, man, listen, after a couple possessions that we try to get downhill and we can't get there, let's pull it out and set something. But I thought we were fluent in our sets. I thought we were comfortable. I think we're starting to gel offensively. Adding Tiffany in is another adjustment for our team, and so we keep hitting them with adjustments, and they keep adapting and growing. Man, I'm really proud of them.
You're doing a great job of talking while not being able to hear yourself. That's really impressive that you're pulling that off. Tiff, I mentioned this, she goes scoreless in the first quarter against Russellville, only has 2 points in the first quarter of this game tonight. But as much as I could sit there and talk about what she did offensively for the next 3 quarters, her defense, man, the intensity that she has was just chasing Ansley everywhere that she went, anywhere that she tried to do anything. That first 3 that she hit was off of Tiff, and then after that, Tiff was on her, and she wasn't able to achieve anything. Just talk a bit about, last time that we chatted, it was what she can do on offense, but, they call her tough for a reason, man. She's incredible.
So athletic, and really, she has a really high IQ.
Yeah.
And so, she makes adjustments by what you try to do to her. And her